to Know Your Bible. I'm Reverend Birgit Goodrow. Today we're going to study Exodus chapter 12, part 3. This is going to be a shorter lesson, but a very interesting one. As we know from last week, the Israelites, they plundered the Egyptians. They went out with a large amount of livestock and silver and gold. I'm going to read verse 37 to 39. Then the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. A mixed multitude went up with them also, and flocks and herds, a great deal of livestock. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they had brought out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were driven out of Egypt and could not wait, nor had they prepared provisions for themselves. 600,000 men, that is a lot of people, plus all the children and women. And they also took their matzah bread, which was a sign of purity. They didn't let the bread get leavened. Verse 40 to 42. Now the sojourn of the children of Israel who lived in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, on that very same day it came to pass that all the armies of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night of solemn observance to the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord, a solemn observance for all the children of Israel throughout their generations. 430 years is a long time for the Israelites to be captive in Egypt, and also they took Joseph's bones with them. This is a promise they made. I'm just going to read the last few verses in Genesis chapter 50 concerning Joseph. And Joseph said to his brethren, I am dying, but God will surely visit you, and bring you out of this land to the land of which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Then Joseph took an oath from the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from here. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. Verse 43 to 50. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. No foreigner shall eat it, but every man's servant who is bought for money. When you have circumcised him, then he may eat it. A sojourner and a hired servant shall not eat it. In one house it shall be eaten. You shall not carry any of the flesh outside the door, nor shall you break one of its bones. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger dwells with you and wants to keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as a native of the land, for no circumcised person shall eat it. One law shall be for the native born, and for the stranger who dwells among you. Some Israelites had servants, the ones that were doing well, and these servants, they seen the God of Israel and seen how God protected the Israelites when all these plagues came on the people of Egypt. So some of them wanted to be a part of the Passover. So they had to obey Moses and Aaron's law. They had to be circumcised, and they had to do everything proper for the Passover. Verse 50 and 51. Thus all the children of Israel did, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. And it came to pass on that very same day that the Lord brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt according to their armies. If we can observe the Passover and see the similarities of Christ being also the lamb that was slain for us, and see how the procedure was, they were not allowed to break any bones of the lamb, and also Jesus did not have any bones broken. And when they ate the lamb with the bitter herbs, also Jesus had to taste the bitter wine. So we should take this Passover very seriously and look very carefully to what it means to us today. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless you all. And next time we're going to study Exodus chapter 13.